Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Mad as a Goat. Today I thought I'd take some time out of my day to talk to you about something that is very agonizing, something that men go through. Ladies, you may not understand what I'm talking about for the next 5 minutes, but please try to empathize with us, because there is nothing worse than cracking a boner for no apparent reason in a really inappropriate situation. The worst one for me personally, it's happened more than once. I'll be sitting on the tram on my way to work, looking out the window, not really paying attention, and then out of nowhere, soldier wants to stand up. Next thing I know, I see my stop. I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna have to maneuver this carefully. I then go through a somewhat acting phase of putting the bag in front of me, pretending to get my cigarettes out. Oh man, it takes a long time for that guy to get his cigarettes out. Now I'm walking down the street, still pretending to take my cigarettes out. If I'm followed, someone knows exactly what's going on. Anyway, so I'm trying to cover my erection just because it's embarrassing. And there's nothing that sparked it. It's not like I'm just sitting there thinking about boobs and stuff and it just sprouts up. It'll be nothing. I'm looking out the window, not paying attention, basically half asleep, and it just sprouts up. It's the most annoying and agonizing thing in the world. It would be good if our society was totally like okay with it and understood, you know, that these things happen, so I could proudly stand up with my majestic erection and have no fears of any sort of ridicule or anything like that. But unfortunately, that's not how our society works. Yeah, there is still sexism, there's racism, and there is the castigation of people with awkward boners. It's totally wrong. Look, you don't understand unless it's happened to you. And if it hasn't happened to you and you do have a penis, I am so fucking envious of you. I have had these awkward boners throughout my whole life. As soon as I hit my teen years, it's like all my testosterone went, you know what? We're gonna mess with this motherfucker for the rest of his life. Because it happens all the time. And another thing that can spark an awkward boner is the pants you're wearing. Yeah. How many women can say that they wore a really tight pair of pants and walking kind of rubbed them off and got them a little bit excited? How many? 1, 2, maybe at most? Men, it can happen to all of us. Like for instance, last week, right, my work pants got a hole in the seam, like on my crotch, so I had to wear another pair of pants. Now, I hadn't wore this particular pair of pants for quite some time and had not accounted for shrinkage or anything like that. So I put the pants on and I proceeded to walk to work. Halfway there, I realized there was a weird sensation going on. Turns out the pants were tight and the zip was across my flaccid penis, and while walking, it was kind of rubbing it, similar to masturbation, right? So this started to get me chubbing on, right? So I'm walking up the street, like getting jacked off by my pants, half chubbing on, and there's an old lady walking towards me. I thought, just kind of like, well, she's old, you know, she's always walking up and down here by herself, so I'll just let it hang, right? Like, just, who cares? So I walked past her, and oh my god, the greasy I got was fucked up. I felt, like, kind of offended. I mean, like, it's a nice erection. I mean, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but it does look good, and the pants were showing it off. Because they were tight, they made it look even more majestic than normal, so I thought she would appreciate that I didn't tuck it away and hide it from her. I let her have a look for free. I didn't even ask for a tip. But no, she had to give me the disgusting look and look at me like I was a pervert. It's not like I had my hand down my pants and I was rubbing off as I was walking towards you. She could easily see me from at least 2 kilometers away as we walked towards each other. So she would have just seen me walking up the street and I have a majestic erection. What the hell's wrong with that? And at least I had the decency to not have it like pointing out so it was making a tent. I had it off to the side and I was trying to tuck it down so it would be kind of somewhat disguised by my shirt and my thigh. But it wasn't perfectly disguised, and you know, I was okay with it and I was trying to show off. But she didn't even take it. She didn't even look, she just looked once and, that's just wrong, alright? So I just thought I'd clear some, you know, give you ladies an understanding of what it's like, alright? It's not always just dirty perverts like me who get boners for no reason. Sometimes you get jerked off by your pants, sometimes it's just random. It's just blood flow, women, so don't be afraid of it, okay? Hope that clears everything up. I hope y'all learned something. See you on the potato side.